Welcome back to the Swang Low Podcast Show. It's yours truly, Do-Rod Creep. Welcome everybody back to this round table. It is absolutely a pleasure to be back with all my people in our familiar place, our familiar space. You know what I'm saying? To everybody that just joined the channel, the new subscribers, thank you. I appreciate you. All my salutes is to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And to all the new viewers, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show. Do Rock Creep is definitely needed and appreciated. I won't hold y'all. We're gonna go ahead and jump right on to, I'm gonna call it a reaction, right? Because look, let me say this real quick. I don't typically entertain PCs. I don't typically entertain dropouts. You feel me? Because it's kind of like once you go to that side in prison, we can't get to you. You're protected. You're in protective custody. You know what I'm saying? Which means you're on a yard where I would never be able to get to, and you would never be able to come back. Well, in some cases, they do try to bring them back. You feel me? For the dumb ones that go for it, come on back. You feel me? There's some things waiting on you when you do try to come back. But typically, nah, you don't cross the two. You know what I mean? Once a person decides to go that route, his career is supposed to be over with, which means all communication is done. He's not even supposed to be able to go back to his hood. None of your homies that embraced you, all that is over with. So therefore, once you cross over that line and you become a dropout, a PC, you know what I'm saying? It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. So we don't entertain them people. But being that social media has gotten so popular these days, and you got these platforms like VLADTV and No Jumper, these are real big platforms. You feel me? I'm pretty sure y'all have heard of these platforms, man. You know what I mean? So typically when I'm on YouTube and I'm scrolling, down the timeline, or somebody might even send me, I have people sending me stuff all day, every day. I get over 100 videos, news clips, video clips, and all this shit all day, every day. Shout out to everybody that be sending me them videos. I'm gonna keep it a thou wow with y'all, man. A lot of that shit I don't even look at. I'm gonna keep it real because it's too much. But I do appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, blasting me a lot of stuff, man. But I do gravitate on to certain things, right? Now, I came across a Vlad interview that was conducted probably about 2 weeks ago, right? Now, I'm not going to say this person's name that was getting interviewed, right? Because again, I don't like entertaining dropouts, PCs, and rats because in my mind and in my heart, they don't exist no more. They don't exist no more. You're dead to me once you go that route, whether that nigga is from your hood or from mine. And trust me, we got a couple from mines. You know what I'm saying? That then crossed that line and then went over there. You know what I'm saying? And they over there on the PC yard, the SMY, special needs yard, PC, protective custody, busters. Okay? So look, I come across this interview of this person going big on Trey Deee. Shout out to the homie Trey Deee from Long Beach Insane Crib. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing that I can't say about Big Trey Deee is bro went to prison. Bro did his time on the main line, didn't PC up. I ain't never heard of cuz marking out ever. And shout out to my nigga Lil Trey Deee. You feel me? Me and Lil Trey Deee was in Corcoran together. That's my nigga. Shout out to Lil Trey Deee. You know what I'm saying? But I heard this person, going big on Big Trey Deee. This nigga speaking on gangsterism, what's supposed to be the rules to the game, and you know what I'm saying, what's supposed to be spoke on when it comes to his name and this and that. Listen, my nigga, you went to a PC yard. Okay, you did over 15 years on a PC yard. You paroled from the PC yard. While motherfuckers acting like they don't know you went to a PC yard, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the acceptance, in society today. Who knows? But a person like you would never be around me. I don't give a fuck the history that me and you may have or had. I don't care. Because once you go that route, we not friends, we not associates, we not nothing no more. You's a buster. Point blank, period. I would never, you know why we feel so strongly about people that go PC, that drop out? Because you have to tell on somebody to be able to get over to that yard, for one. You feel me? 9 times out of 10, you was a victim everywhere you went. So you have to tell in order to go over there. They have to have a legitimate reason to place you on that yard. That's why it's called special needs. Protective custody. Do y'all know what protective means? It means they're being protected from potential dangers that can be a harm to their life. You feel me? So they go to that yard and they sit over there like little house mouses and talk shit and woof. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the wolves can't get to them. So they sit over there and bark. Now they are being given these platforms to talk all this gangster shit, all this hardcore tough shit. You know what I'm saying? About what niggas, the rules, what's gangster and what isn't gangster. Nigga, what isn't gangster, what ain't gangster is you going to a PC yard and being there for 15 years and joining a PC gang, the 2.5. You know what I'm saying? And if any of y'all know who I'm talking about, you know, all you got to go look back 2 weeks ago at the Vlad, you'll see who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say this nigga name. I know this nigga personally. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, I don't entertain PC rats. You feel me? I gave a little light to the dude Dubs because he created a situation that's racial. You know what I'm saying? A racial undertone. But he tried to do it in a slick way to put his people up on a pedestal above blacks. Like blacks was busters and marks and just scared to death. And you know what I'm saying? And that's not true, bro. But anyway, back to this clown. Right? This nigga going big on Trade. Knowing goddamn well, if you was in the presence of big Trade, you would be so quiet and humble. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga go and throw out these other gang member names. I had this person around me. I had this person around me. I had that person around me. Nigga, they don't want you saying their name because they're not on PC. They don't want to be associated with you. But you jump on Vlad talking all this tough shit. All this hardcore shit, you know what I'm saying? Fresh off a PC yard though. And I don't give a fuck how much time you did. He talking about how much time Trade did, you know what I'm saying, and where he did his time. Well, he did his time standing up like a real nigga supposed to do. He paroled from the main line like a real nigga do. Not no PC yard. This nigga on there bragging about, you know, oh, you know, they been in Camp Snoopy. They did this. They was on this yard. Nigga, you paroled from a PC yard. Why you speaking all this hardcore gangster shit? Why you not putting that factor out there with? And then he say, niggas is dropping kites on him, trying to get him off the yard and this and that. You a fucking lie. You are a lie. And don't forget that I know you, nigga. You was under the protection of the Do-Rocks in Salinas Valley Sea Yard. You feel me? Let's not forget the times when them niggas wanted your ass, boy. You know what I'm saying? And it was the Do-Rocks that pushed up on them niggas and shut that shit down. It was a whole bunch of niggas there that didn't like you, include my homies. Don't forget that time my big homie LJ pressed you, nigga, in front of everybody, nigga. You feel me? And was finna slap the shit out your little ass. Don't forget that. But you want to get on VLADTV, this big platform. You know, and I got a problem with that. I got a problem with these bullshit ass platforms like VLADTV that's giving these dudes a voice. That's why they call y'all culture vultures. That's why. Because y'all put any and everybody on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And allowing these fools to have a false voice. They're speaking falsehoods. They're not like, come on, man. You know the rules to this game, nigga. Once you cross that side, you're not supposed to be. He talking about, oh, he spoke on my name and he spoke on it wrong, nigga. From my understanding, Big Trade, he didn't say nothing bad about you. It's a million and one things that he could have said about you being a PC rat, joining the 2-5 prison gang, a snitch gang, because that's what it is. And that's what you are. And that's what you pushed up until you got back out. Now you back in your hood, hanging and banging, you know what I'm saying, talking all that hardcore shit, behind the protection of that camera. Go to Big Trady anywhere he at, nigga, and say that shit to his face. You not gonna do that because you's a buster. You feel me? Go to any one of my niggas from Insane that love that man to death and say that to any one of them. Say that to any one of them. Nigga, you know how many baby Insanes will be on your head, nigga? I promise, nigga, come on, nigga, you playing. You playing. But you playing for the cameras. You trying to build your image back up. You feel me? You still trying to live off the image that you had before you went PC. And that's a done data. That's over with. You can get all that hardcore shit out your head, my nigga. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. And if anybody, y'all gotta stop paying attention to these dudes, man. Question them. Question them. The nigga get on there and highlight out, how he had all the dope, how he had this chain, how he had this watch, how he was buying people this. You probably was doing all that. You know why? Because you was paying niggas for protection. Add that part into it. Why you not putting all that into it, my nigga? Keep it real with the people. Because the people really want to know. People really want to know the truth. But if you put the truth out there, your fan base is going to be back down to zero. You feel me? Ain't nobody trying to support no foul ass dropout. You dropped out. You hung it up. That person that you once was, you're no longer that person no more, nigga, once you go that route, and you know that. Trade name should have never even came out your mouth. You know why? Because you're SNY. Dropout. PC rat. You feel me? Point blank, period. If bro would have went on that motherfucker, meaning Trady, and spoke your name and put out all the factors about you like I'm doing right now. The only thing is I'm not speaking your name. You feel me? Because you don't get that from me. You're not no real nigga. Not at all. So a real nigga speaking on a PC and giving him that shine, you know what I'm saying? It's counterproductive to what the real push is. So I refuse to give you that. However, I'm definitely gonna let motherfuckers know when it comes to these type of people that's getting on YouTube, that's getting a voice now. They got a voice. They got a loud voice now. They got people paying attention. And now that they got the attention of the people, they can finally go and try to speak bad against real niggas that actually did their time standing up. They don't gotta get on YouTube and lie and shit and create shit and build up their image and shit like you doing. That shit is trash. I would never be able to respect that, and I would never be able to respect that platform. VLADTV, you know what I'm saying? TMZ or No Jumper, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, No Jumper, allowing these people, these cowards. I've seen countless dudes fresh off the PC yards, bro. Known PCs, known dropouts, jumping on these fucking platforms, lying, speaking on real motherfuckers, Y'all trying to break down and tear down the image of real motherfuckers and place these dropout rats in their spot, in their place. How's that? Excuse me for continuing to cut this camera off. I got a lot going on in my background. Excuse me, but I'm still talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We still here. You know what I mean? But check it out though, man. Do y'all not see what's going on? Y'all don't see what these people was trying to do? See, they couldn't make it on the main lines in prisons because they constantly got victimized. This person that I'm talking about, bro, he's not going to tell you his whole testimony because he can't. Because that little image that he got or trying to rebuild back up, all that shit will be completely tarnished. You feel me? I hate fake, weird ass motherfuckers, especially those that go and try to tear down a real one. When it's a million and one things, Trey could have went on that motherfucker and said about you, and he didn't. He actually said, "Oh, I ain't never heard nothing bad about this dude." You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard nothing bad about him the whole little time he was. That's exactly what Trey said. But still, you found, you know, some type of room to try to argue against this man doing an interview, being asked a question, and him answering the question. And in all honesty, if it was me, I wouldn't have answered nothing about you because you don't count no more once you went to the other side. You know how we view y'all. You know how that shit is viewed. You are a piece of shit because you got the tail to get there. This nigga talking about niggas is dropping kites to get him off the yard because they wanted to preserve their program. They didn't want to keep going on lockdown and all this and that. Nigga, that's bullshit, nigga. That's bullshit. Anytime you hit a yard and it went up, niggas went up just based on you was a fucking crip, you idiot. It wasn't no time and no room for none of that. Just like that incident that happened in Salinas Valley on A Yard, when the nigga walked up on you and knocked your ass out, and then the Crips responded while you on the ground sleep, nigga, sucking on your tongue. Tell them about that. All those people that you was paying for protection that day, they slipped up. That boy got up on you, nigga, and slept you. You woke up with shit in your drawers. Tell them that. While all the rest of the Crips got cracking, nigga. 80-something people. Tell them about that. Since you want to go on VLADTV and do an interview and speak on a real nigga. That's why Cubs ain't responded to you, because you're a PC, a SNY. We don't respond to y'all. We don't acknowledge y'all. Once you go there, you're gone. You're done. Period. But hey, somebody got to step up on behalf of real niggas and stop trying to let these fake ass SNY PC rats get up there and try to eliminate and assassinate niggas' names. Real ones that a nigga know then stepped on them prison yards, nigga, strongly, nigga, went through them LA County jail strongly, nigga, and handled whatever the fuck they had to handle like a man, and didn't PC up, didn't need no protection. That's crazy. I can't even imagine not going through everything that I've went through in the LA County jail and prisons in honor to you know, to get protected. That's some foreign shit. But this nigga would have you believe that motherfuckers was dropping kites and that's why he ended up on the PC yard. That ain't how that shit work. Anybody that's out there that need to do their investigation on that, please, please do your investigation on how that shit work. I'm telling you, you don't just get over there on no PC yard like that. You have to tell. You have to debrief. That's why they call it dropout. When you drop out, you got to tell. You're telling on somebody. You're telling on a situation that's going to get you out that situation where you feel like your life is in jeopardy. That's how that works. Why don't you tell them that? Somebody out there that's giving these niggas a voice, that's inviting these niggas to their platforms, you niggas that's embracing these weird type ass niggas. Do y'all investigation on these dudes, because trust me, if they was in jail snitching on niggas, you know what I'm saying, and dropping out of situations, they're gonna do it out there in society with you. But I know a lot of y'all don't give a fuck. And he's not the only person that has done that or is doing it. It's niggas from a lot of different hoods that's doing it. A lot. You know what I'm saying? And hey, to each his own, right? But to give these niggas a platform and try to have them overshadow the real niggas, see, they trying to make it hard for real niggas to eat, to grind, to survive in society by shitting on their character and name. This is a hateful ass nigga that was finally paroled, but you paroled off of PCR. And all that anger that you had in you that got you on that PCR, this nigga paroled with all that anger in him. And was finally, if you go look at that video, you're gonna see him like he put all the extras on it. All this nigga speaking my name, and he getting on your show, and blah blah blah. Where was all that hostility and all that gangster shit, nigga, when them niggas kept trying to get at you from prison to prison? See what it was, this nigga got tired of getting funked out like that from prison to prison. Nobody have to drop a kite on you. You dropped it on yourself, you idiot. All I know is the whole time that a nigga was in my presence, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't the kite drop then? You was on the line with a nigga, you know, as a matter of fact, I believe we were cellies for over a year. Over a year, yeah, I said cellies. Me and that nigga was cellies. But see, he's not gonna tell you that part. And during that time, I swear to God, my big homeboy LJ was punking this nigga, marking him out. Marked him out in front of all of us because the nigga had built up his nerves to speak on something that he had no authority to speak on. And the homie went bonkers on him right there in front of all of us. Straight up. And that's facts. Don't make me get my homeboy on this show, nigga, and do a nice little interview on you. See, that's the difference between me and a whole bunch of motherfuckers. When I speak on shit, like I say, I have receipts. When it comes to this jail shit, prison shit, I got receipts, bro. Straight up, I got receipts. So don't make me bring bro on this motherfucker, boy, and expose you, nigga. Speaking on the real one, but all that hostility, like you really gangster like that, and you up there talking about what gangster is, nigga. What gangster isn't is you going to a PC yard, you lying, talking about niggas is dropping kites, you know, that they didn't want to fuck their program up, you know what I'm saying? Because you was there, you know what I'm saying? You had this going on, you had that going on. Nobody give a fuck about what you had going on, nigga, because you was paying. Straight up, you was paying. Those niggas you mentioned, you paid them. And you still got thumped out like the buster that you are. But you speak, you know, with such confidence and vigor. You know what I mean about the time that you did, nigga. You ain't done no time, nigga. You ain't done. You did it on a PC yard, protective custody yard. Your last 15 years was on a PC yard. This nigga made a fucking mixtape called 2.5. That's the prison gang. That's the prison gang, man. Do y'all research on this shit and do y'all research on these weird ass niggas that y'all and so happily to invite to y'all platforms. You know what I'm saying? And just completely ignore the fact that he paroled from a PC yard. Went over there and got victimized by other PCs that PC'd up. They probably got stabbed off one of these other prison yards. Because that's what happened to a whole bunch of them niggas. That's how a lot of them end up over there. Some just by chance, if they get out, they able to get away before they actually get bust on, then yeah, okay. But guess what they gonna do? They're gonna go to the administration. The administration gonna tell them just like this: look, we got to be sure that you really want to go to this PC yard. We're not going to send you over there unless you give us some credible information. And you know what they do? Oh, well, this person in this cell got a knife. This person in this cell is selling dope. This person over here is calling shots on this person to do this and do. That's what they do. And then they got to sign that paper. And then the police is gonna go wherever that snitch send them to. And if they catch him with whatever that nigga told them they got or doing, then he go to the PC yard. Then he go. They don't just let anybody go to that motherfucker. That ain't how it happened. That ain't how it work. It's not easy to get over there unless you absolutely dropping out. Like they got to be 1,000,000% sure, you know what I'm saying, that you're done with this shit. So when you hang it up, nigga. And when you go there, we know oh, this nigga PC'd up. Oh, that's a wrap. All communication is cut off. All association is cut off. You know what I'm saying? They not even supposed to be able to go back to their hood and be embraced once that happened. That's how it used to go. Now they letting some of these niggas pop back up and embracing them, bringing them back into the fold. Like you didn't know this nigga paroled from a snitch yard. Like you didn't know he had to tell on somebody to get there. Like you didn't know he had to denounce his hood to get over there. Then when you get over there, you join another gang, a prison snitch gang. Make that make sense. And this is who y'all giving a voice to. And y'all motherfuckers is out there listening to these niggas. I'm looking in the, and then that's another thing. He talking about, oh, next time you get a nigga on your show and they talking about prison, ask them how much time they did and where they did it. And that's gonna tell you everything. Well, why you didn't tell them where you did yours? Why you didn't tell them you paroled from a PC yard and that's where you was at for the last 15 years? Why you didn't tell them that? Who gives a fuck you did 20 something years? Who cares? All that is out the window once you go PC. I don't give a fuck what you was doing before you went PC. Don't none of that count no more, nigga. You are further on considered to be a piece of shit. Point blank, period. And I'm tired of these type of niggas getting the light put on them. There's so many other real niggas that's out there, bro, that really deserve that shit. You feel me? These niggas don't get no respect. They don't deserve it. Especially the ones that's coming out of prison off a PC yard. You know what I'm saying? They made their time much more easier because they ain't got to worry about nothing. Ain't nothing happening over there unless you him. He went over there and still got victimized. Talking about niggas dropping kites. What, they dropped the kite on you over there too? For that to happen to you over there too? Nigga, get the fuck up out of here. Y'all got to stop, man, smarten up, man, when it comes to this shit. That's all I ask. Smarten up when it comes to this shit. And you see these weird ass niggas, jumping out there, jumping on these YouTube channels, doing these bullshit ass interviews, and they lying and they putting all the extras. This nigga, you should have seen him. I couldn't believe it. And I ain't watched none of his fucking interviews, none of that shit. But it had Trey Dee's name in the headline. That's the only thing that made me stop to see, like, this nigga speaking on Trey Dee. What the fuck? Nigga, them baby insanes will whoop your feet behind that nigga, boy. Straight up. But you on there with all the hostility. Like you with the activities like that, and you not. You're not. And I know you're not. But see, he's not the only one. You got these YouTubers. You got some YouTubers, man. Like I pointed out the other weird ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a couple of more of them. Dropouts. To all the blacks, you know what I'm saying? Giving this dude dubs any shine. Like I said, he is the type of dude that whatever prison, jail, wherever he was at, wherever he did his time, right? He's one of them dudes that think he's running that con game on y'all. He think he's smart. So he'll try to calm down his words and slow down his speech and, try to throw in a couple of fancy words in there, and try to mix it in with a little bit of reason, right? Only to get y'all to bite into what he's saying. Oh, I'm not racist. I fought blacks when I was in YA. I did this, I did that. Come on, man. Y'all got to start evaluating these dudes closer, more, man. They would never be able to get me to bite into anything that they selling. Never. Especially a dropout. You snitched on somebody to get there, bro. Straight up. You fucked up another man's time in jail. It's already fucked up niggas is there. But see, again, them type of motherfuckers, they love jail. They love it. Look how this motherfucker talk about it. Oh, that's what the little homies grow up wanting to do. They want to gang bang and put in work for their hood and, go to prison with the big homies. And how the fuck can you be proud of some shit like that? How can you jump on YouTube with this nice little crowd that you got and speak so highly of a fucked up situation? Then again, hey, again, that's what your people was into. That's what y'all into. Then you get into that motherfucker. A whole bunch of y'all end up getting in over your head, bringing your dope fiend habits in prison with you. And a whole bunch of y'all is dope fiends. A whole bunch of y'all from the top of the brass down to the lowest man. Y'all are some of the coldest dope fiends. And that's how a lot of y'all get in trouble. Doing business with a black man, they get out. You know what I'm saying? Then guess what they do? Once they get out, they tell on the black man, not the nigga that's gonna go knock their head in the dirt. That's how they get down. So again, I'm asking y'all, when it comes to these dropout dudes, man, y'all see them with these YouTube channels. Y'all see these dudes getting out of prison, these ex-rappers or still rapper, whatever the fuck they are, you know what I'm saying? Getting out doing these interviews, fresh off a PCR, talking tough, talking all this high power shit. All this high power shit. You protected like a mother. You've been protected for the last 15 motherfucking years, and you're still protected. Cause guess what? Doing all that tough talking and shit on that side of the camera. Ask Trey D to have a sit down with you, or ask anybody that you got an issue with, a real nigga, a real crip, that you got an issue with to have a sit down with you. First of all, a real crip ain't gonna never sit down with you. You ain't gonna never be in a room with me, ever. Not without getting your head took off. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? It's about principle. It's all about principle. You feel me? We don't get into this game, to turn around and PC up and tell, you know what I'm saying? Then get out and then try to go back to your hood and act tough and jump in front of the cameras and act tough and talk tough and shit like you ain't never went PC, like you ain't never told on a nigga to get there. A real nigga not finna do that. So if I know you that type of motherfucker, you would never in a million years be in the same room with me. Never. Ever. Point blank, period. So when I look and I see these type of people jumping out there, bro, you know what I'm saying? Trying to shit on the nigga, a real one at that. You know what I'm saying? I just got an issue with that. Like I say, you know, I respect all my G's, especially the ones from my turf, the real ones. But other OGs, man, hey, it's always at the top of the list with me. So ain't no way I'm gonna sit back and see a peon ass clown rat PC dropout speak on a real nigga like that and not say nothing. I almost didn't because, like I say, we don't entertain these type of people, bro. We don't. Complete waste of time because it's like once they go PC, they start woofing, talking shit, but we can't get to you. And that's kind of like how this situation is. Can't get to you, although, hey, I don't have a problem with it because it's going to go up. You know that. That's why y'all don't come back to the main line. If you was that tough, why you didn't go back to the main line before you got out? Why? You did everything that you possibly could to stay on the SNY yard, special needs yard, the PC yard, protective custody yard. You did everything in your power to stay on that motherfucker. If you was that tough, why you didn't go back to the main line, my nigga, and hold it down? Do all that tough, hardcore shit that you on Vlad, you know, all pumped up about. I looked at that shit and laughed. You know what I'm saying? I can't even tolerate this nigga's face. You know what I'm saying? But that, I laughed like a motherfucker. I'm like, oh my God, is he really doing what I think he doing? He really had the audacity to sit in front of this camera that has the attention of many. Vlad got a lot of people watching him, which makes it even worse. But see, to that culture vulture, he don't care. You are nothing but content with him. You a check. You a dollar sign to him. You feel me? So he allowed the suckers the opportunity to come on there. But see, what I don't like about that fag is, excuse my that. Let me rephrase that. What I don't like about that weirdo is you had Trady on your show. And you told Trady, oh man, I love having you. You're gonna be a constant guest on here. My numbers just go through the roof every time you're on. This nigga said that to Trady, to his face, right? Vlad. Then you turn around and allow this PC the opportunity to go on there and shit on Trady. And you don't wonder why, and you wonder why people call you a culture vulture? It still ain't registering to you yet? Culture vulture at its finest. Don't give a fuck about the black man. Don't give a fuck about hip hop. They don't. They want to tear that shit down just as quick as the other motherfuckers that's putting the blackface on, saying the M word that's not black, using it in their everyday speech. How the fuck can y'all even relate to that word? What struggle have y'all been through that the black man has been through? I don't remember any of y'all getting hung. I don't remember any of your women getting hung by their feet and the white man cutting the baby out the stomach, but they making all the men and young boys stand around watching this shit, watching the baby fall out the pregnant woman's stomach to implant fear. I ain't heard of y'all going through any of that. How blacks was made to sleep in the barn where they had to eat chitlins. That's how we start eating chitlins and shit like that because we was given the bare minimum. They considered that to be shit. So here, feed it to them niggas and keep them in the barn out there. You feel me? That's where that come from. For you dumb motherfuckers that don't know your history. But Mexicans ain't been through that. Tell me how, when? But you use the N word. I don't give a fuck if hip hop introduced y'all to that. You know what I'm saying? And because you are embracive of hip hop, you feel entitled to be able to use the word freely. Let one of you motherfuckers walk up to me and say, "What's up, my nigga?" and watch what happens. Straight the fuck up, man. Like, come on, man. Come on. I'm not with none of that. And I'm definitely not with any fucking PC rats jumping online talking tough about real niggas. And you on there talking about that's not gangster. That's not what real niggas do. What? So you gangster and you a real nigga? Fresh off a PC yard, huh? Fresh off a protective custody yard, huh? Nigga, rides and shit happen every day. Don't nobody give a fuck about you because you're whoever you think you are. People get took off on all the time. And this nigga got the audacity to say people was dropping kites on him and that's how he ended up on the PC yard. If you don't fucking stop lying. And y'all people, man, y'all got to smarten up and start investigating what these weird ass niggas is saying. Where these weird ass niggas is coming from, bro. Fresh off a protective custody yard. It's time for people to start knowing this shit. Motherfuckers gonna jump on here and talk about this jail shit, prison shit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, any politics or any of that shit. Nigga, start there, nigga. Why don't nobody want to touch that subject? I've only heard a chosen few touch that subject, but y'all not even going in depth on it. How do you end up on a PC yard? How do you become considered a dropout? Well, I just explained all that to y'all. I just explained it. You have to tell on somebody. You don't just say, "Hey, I don't feel safe. I want to go over here," and they take you there. That ain't how it works. They're gonna snatch you, they're gonna put you in the hole, gonna sit in the hole for a number of days. Then the the prison authorities is gonna come and they're gonna talk to you and they're gonna ask you, what information can you provide for us? We have to be 1,000,000% sure that this is what you want to do. Which means you have to tell. You have to denounce your hood. You have to denounce everything that you thought you stood for. You are no longer that. Once you agree to do this shit, you sign off. You have to sign a paper along with your statement telling on somebody. Then they go do their investigation on whatever it is you told them. And if it's credible, then you go. Then they send you to SNY. It's a process to that shit. It really is. So again, I advise all you people that's fans of these weird ass niggas, do your research on them. The people that's paying attention to this weird ass nigga and looking at these weird ass podcasters, do y'all research on these dudes, man. They talk a good one, but it's kind of like, let me compare it to this. I see a fine ass woman that I like and I want her, right? So I'm finna go mac her. I'm finna tell her whatever it is I got to tell her to get her. And I'm not gonna stop until I get her, which means I'm saying any and everything to get her guards down and to let me in. That's what these niggas is doing to y'all. They macking y'all. They macking y'all with lies. These niggas is weak. They fake. They rats, dropouts, PC cases, special needs. A nigga that's in prison with special needs is not a good thing. It's not a good thing, man. Question these dudes. When you catch a nigga like that on one of these interviews talking about his prison time, the question has to come up. Okay, what about protective custody? Have you ever been there? Have you ever been to a SNY? Why ain't nobody asked that question? Sure, it's video of this nigga getting fucked off and all this and that. But ain't nobody asked the question outright. You get this nigga on your motherfucking show and you interviewing him, ask that question. The people deserve to know that. Those of y'all that watch bullshit ass shows like Dubs, ask them, was you on a PC yard? Was you on a special needs yard? Did you ever PC up? That's all you got to do. The people deserve that. I'm getting tired of jumping online and scrolling and seeing certain faces and just be like, wow. And people is actually eating this shit up. The rats have a voice now. The rats actually can talk now. First they was in the back, you know what I'm saying? You heard little murmurs, but it's a murmur. You know what I'm saying? Now it's no longer a murmur. These niggas got a big stage, a big audience, and I don't believe that they deserve any of that. They need to be destroyed like they trying to destroy real niggas' characters. Do not bite into, you know, holding these niggas' hands and walking them across the finish line. Give that energy to real niggas that's actually trying to make a change, that actually have been through some shit and done it standing up. It didn't mark the game. It didn't tell. That's honorable. That's the only thing that I can ask of y'all, man. But look, I didn't want to make this no long video. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to bring that to light because, hey, real niggas got to band together and stick together, man, because they letting a lot of these PC cases out of prison, out of these jails, and they're being afforded a voice. They don't deserve that. Not especially when they trying to chop down a real nigga. Niggas that they would never go and be face to face with, and with all that aggression and toughness. Never in a million years. Trady would beat the shit out that dude. Point blank, period, man. But look, I appreciate y'all stepping back to this round table, hearing me out, letting me speak my piece. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to everybody that's in the chat. Love and appreciate all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's in my chat, my mods, you know what I'm saying? It's people that I got love for, people that I know, real motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? My girl, Marticia, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, thank everybody, man, for tapping in and constantly tapping in. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep this thing going. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to try to bring to y'all the most top quality content that I can. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't present no bullshit. I can't present nothing fake. I can't put no extras on anything that I bring to y'all. You know why? It's a million people that know me. It's a million people that's been around me. And there's a million of them that's still around me. So I can't bring no falsehoods to y'all. And I won't. It's not even in my character, not even in my DNA. So if I'm bringing something to this round table, trust me, it's of value and it's to be respected because I respect y'all enough to present it to y'all. You feel me? But on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and close this off. I love and appreciate y'all, man. If you out and about, look, be safe, love each other, man. Tell each other that y'all love each other every day because you don't know who you're gonna wake up and not have next to you no more. We got to start telling each other that more and more, man. Appreciation is everything. You know what I'm saying? To the new viewers, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show. I would definitely appreciate that. It's all for free. It's to build us up, keep this thing going. You know what I mean? So we can continue to beat up, man, and do our thing. This is our thing. This is our comfort zone. This is our home. You know what I mean? Love and appreciate you all. Thank you all for tapping in. You know what I mean? Till the next time, man. Triple gang.
Hydro.